Creating minds. Connecting minds, creating the future. What is the tagline? Everybody unmute and say, connecting minds, creating the future.
Expo 2020.
Expo 2020. Yes, the much awaited Expo 2020 is around the corner. It's only one day to go. Tomorrow, the same time, we are going to witness the history. That is the inaugural function of Expo 2021. It was supposed to happen last year this time. We have been hearing Expo 2020 for so many years, like 2-3 years, but it was supposed to happen last year, but due to COVID, postponed to this time, that is 2021. So October 1st to March 22nd, 2022. We will be having Expo 2021 here in the UAE. What will be there for us in the Expo pavilions? Yes, it is going to be an event with full of surprises, so much innovations. Talking about gardens in the sky, Emirati operas, one of the world's largest 360-degree project screens, space-themed playgrounds, giant entry portals made from the same material of spaceships, thought-provoking discussions, mind-blowing art installations. Yes, we are going to create memories of lifetime. We know what are the sub-themes of Expo 2020? There are mainly 3 sub-themes for this Expo 2020. That is sustainability, mobility, and opportunity. Sustainability district, mobility district, and opportunity district. Sustainability is all about the sustainable growth, the harmony between human and the nature. And mobility, it's all about create smarter and better connections. See how new possibilities can unfold through smarter movement of knowledge, ideas, and goods. Opportunity district, it's all about unlocking the potential within each one of us. Learn how people are already creating opportunities for a better future and be inspired to do the same. So these 3 are the main sub-themes of Expo 2020. And also, we can reach the Expo pavilion easily. There is metro services. Metro services starts from 6 a.m. until 12 midnight. And there are bus service available from specific point to the metro Expo sites. And the ticket rates, we all are now aware that it is 95 dirhams for 1-day ticket. And if we are taking this ticket in before 15th of October, then we can have entry for 1 month. And there is another ticket, that is multi-day ticket, 195. That is for 30 consecutive days we can use. And season pass for AED, 495. That is for 6 months entry. And children below 18 years and senior citizens above 60 and people of determination, it is all free. So let's also be part of the history and make sure to be there at the Expo site to watch the wonders which the United Arab Emirates is hosting for the entire world. With this note, as the president of Newstart Toastmasters Club, I declare the meeting number 59 as opened. We have a few guests here. I humbly acknowledge the presence of our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Iman. Welcome, Toastmaster Iman, to Newstart Toastmasters meeting.
Thank you, Raja Lakshmi, and it's my pleasure to be with you today. And I'll be your General Evaluator, so I should be watching your meeting closely. And I already witnessed beauty in powerful questions you ask, and the beauty also in welcoming people to Expo 2020. And I already bought the ticket for 1 month for 95 dirhams. I just bought the ticket. I have my ticket ready. Tomorrow is the opening. All the sheikhs and they will be opening tomorrow evening, and the official start is 1st of October, 10 a.m. So see you there. I'm there.
Of course, Newstart will be there.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have our next guest Suja. Can we have a introduction of yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Suja Sumesh. Actually, this link, CG gave me this link to me. I was in Dubai. Presently, I'm in India now. Because my husband lost his job, then I came to India. So I don't know how practically it is. I like to join in Toastmaster, but I don't know practically how much it is possible. Then I think Rajesh also know me, right? When other guys also.
Yeah, thank you so much, Suja. I'll be in touch with you after the meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, our next guest, Mona. Can we have an introduction of yourself? Guest Mona.
Muna Jandal, I think she's because I shared the link, so I think I have some Arabic guest coming, so I don't know if she understand. Muna Wiana? Okay. I think.
كيف الحال? Okay. Guest Naina. Naina. We have one more guest, guest Meme Al-Jalani. Okay, so for the benefit of the guest, I'll just give a brief idea about what Toastmasters is. Toastmasters is a, let me share my screen once again. Yes, it's a non-profit educational organization. In its many clubs learn communication and leadership skills by practicing public speaking with others in a warm and friendly environment. What happens in a club meeting? That is typically of 15 to 20 people meet twice in a month for 2 hours. Each meeting, we will have impromptu speeches, presenting prepared speeches, presenting leadership assignments, and offering constructive evaluations. The founder of Toastmasters International, Ralph Says Medley, found in the year 1924, 22nd October. So by 2024, we will be celebrating 100 years of Toastmasters. The main thought process was to develop the communication and interpersonal skills. In pathways, like any other educational system, here in Toastmasters also, we have a curriculum called pathways. We can select any of the path based on our interest or based on the area where we need to improve more. So based on that, we can select the path. In each of the path, there will be different levels. In the levels, we need to complete different projects. Projects in the sense, different kinds of speeches. And each of the project has its own objectives. So to meet that objective, we need to develop different stories or speeches, and we need to present it. After completion of each level, we will be getting level completion certificate. And here is our club current members and their level completion details. It has been communicated individually to the members also. So I hope all the members are working on their level completion. With this, we are moving into the next section of our meeting, that is minutes of the meeting. For the same, I would like to call our club secretary, Toastmaster Prabhu. Toastmaster Prabhu, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So I'm here to recap our meeting number 58, which happened on 15th of September 2021. Our regular club timing 7:30 to 9:30 was followed. The theme of the meeting was 3 tips to make Toastmaster rocket you to your goals fast. The meeting opened at 7:25 p.m. by our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Biju. He opened the meeting with questions about inventions and discoveries. He read the mission statement, familiarized everyone with the rules to follow during the meeting. Followed our presidential address. Our President, Toastmaster Rajalakshmi, addressed the meeting number 58 and acknowledged the interest shown and contribution of the members in helping each other. We received a guest named Vaishnavi. Followed Toastmaster of the Day introduction. The Toastmaster of the Day was Toastmaster Ram. He introduced the theme, 3 tips to make Toastmasters rocket you to your goals fast. He summarized the 3 tips as 3 P's: purpose, passion, and plan. He educated us about the benefits of Toastmasters throughout the session. Followed our word of the day session. Toastmaster Shaina was the word master of the day. Toastmaster Shaina introduced a form of speech in the word of the day section, which is called as alliteration, which means words or sentences that begin with similar sounding words. Followed our prepared speeches section. 3 speakers attempted prepared speeches. Toastmaster Nishta delivered her icebreaker speech. The speech title was Jumping Off the Cliff. Toastmaster Rajalakshmi delivered her icebreaker speech again on the path effective coaching. Toastmaster Prasad delivered his speech on L1P2, a second speech. The speech title was Going the Extra Miles. All the speakers were qualified for the Best Speaker poll. Followed the table topics section. Toastmaster Ian conducted the table topic section. The following members participated in the as a table topic speakers: Toastmaster Nashim, Toastmaster Shaina, Toastmaster Nishta, Toastmaster Narmin, and Toastmaster Anshuman. All the Toastmasters participated in table topics were qualified for the best table topic speaker poll. Followed our evaluation. Toastmaster Anshuman evaluated Toastmaster Nishta's speech. Toastmaster Naseem evaluated Toastmaster Rajalakshmi's speech. Toastmaster Narmin evaluated Toastmaster Prasad's speech. All the evaluators were qualified for the best evaluator poll. The supporting roles, Toastmaster Prabhu did the grammarian role. Toastmaster Biju did the timer role. Toastmaster Prabhakar Kesavan did the general evaluation. He provided a detailed feedback on the meeting proceedings and a valuable areas of improvement for all the participants. Following were the winners. Best speaker was Toastmaster Nishta. Best evaluator was Toastmaster Anshuman. Best table topic speaker was Toastmaster Narmin. The meeting adjourned at 9:35 p.m. Over to you, Rajalakshmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu, for giving us again a recap of our previous meeting. And next is introducing the Toastmaster of the day. We have Toastmaster Binu as Toastmaster of the day. She has been going to unveil some secret codes for us. Let's see what she's having in store for us. Welcoming our charismatic, energetic, enthusiastic Toastmaster Binu. Toastmaster Binu, the stage is yours.
Thank you, President. Thank you so much. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. It's a pleasure to be a Toastmaster of the day today again. So it's wonderful to take up this topic, the Circadian Code. we know that, I don't know if the guests know that our club is called as a Newstart Toastmasters Club, which is Newstart means N stands for nutrition, E exercise, W water, S for sunlight, T for temperance, A air, R for rest, and T for trust in God or trust. So this is what our club stands for. So we basically promote health, and most of the topics or most of the theme that our Toastmasters choose for the day is basically related to health. So I have chosen a topic today, which is the circadian code. I don't know if you all are aware what a circadian code is or what a circadian rhythm is. Circadian basically means 24 hours, or it nearly means 24 hours. I don't know if all can understand, the guests can understand. If not, you can stop me and ask questions if you want to. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So today we are going to decode what a circadian rhythm is, or what a circadian code means. By this, you can supercharge your energy and transform your health from morning to midnight. All right, let me tell you certain circadian wisdoms. Okay, so I have divided my topic into 9 to 10 circadian wisdoms that you will learn, like what a circadian code is through this. So first one is circadian rhythm are the ultimate sign of health. All right. So I should be saying that circadian rhythms these bring out the vitality of your health, and it is the ultimate sign of health or biomarkers of health. All right. So supposing you go to sleep by 10 o'clock in the night, this is an ideal person's life that I'm going to tell. So you sleep at 10 o'clock in the night. By around say 2 o'clock, your body is into real deep sleep. Okay. And your temperature in your body reduces at this time. So that's when you really go into real deep sleep. By 4 o'clock in the morning, you're anticipating you're going to be awake. By around 6 o'clock, your body's temperature rises. Okay, and then by 6 you're awake. So there are certain hormones in your body which are called as the melatonin, which is sleep hormone, and then you have cortisol, which is a stress hormone. So during 6 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, your melatonin in your body reduces. Okay, and then the cortisol in your body takes up, or it increases. So at this time, your body is ready to, face the day. Okay. So by 8 o'clock, this is the peak time when the insulin sensitivity in your body is high, meaning that at this time you can have enough sweets. As diabetic people, at this time this is the best time that you can have sweets. So this is the peak time of insulin sensitivity. And by around 10 o'clock, that's when your body is all alert, completely alert, 10 to 11. And say by evening again, like around 4 o'clock, your body is full set to have, proper muscle strength. At this time, you can have, all kinds of physical activity. And again, by 6 o'clock, your body again goes into a state where, because your body again goes into a state where your melatonin again slowly rises. Now you should understand that this cycle is basically based on light and darkness. So when your body is exposed to light, there's a different set of things happening in your body. And when it is exposed to darkness, there's a different set of things happening in your body. So this is a circadian rhythm. I don't know if you have heard of sleep-wake cycle. I don't know, many of you must have heard of sleep-wake cycle. So this is how one part of it, that is the sleep, happens in your body. Now, there are certain circadian rhythms. Secondly, we're going to see circadian rhythms are controlled by circadian clocks. Now, I don't know if you've heard that our brain has a clock, and Because of that, you go to sleep, your brain needs rest, does it? Yes, it needs rest to rejuvenate yourself. So just like the brain, all the organs in your body have clocks in it. Not only all the organs, you'll be surprised that all the cells in your body have clocks. All the genes in your body have clock. And you are the one controlling it. Understand? So like I said, there is a light, you're exposed to light. When you're exposed to light, your body has certain things happening in your body. When you're exposed to darkness, there are certain things happening in your body. So now foundations of health like the sleep, nutrition, physical activity, temperature, all these are controlled by the clocks in your body. Okay, so that's about clocks in your body. Now let's see the third point, which is every hormone, brain chemical, enzyme, gene rises and falls at certain time. So this topic that I've chosen is taken from a scientist called Sachin Panda, who has done a real good research on this. He's been working on this for past 10 to 15 years, and he's really come out with very good, stats on how it has helped. And he's brought up so many. I'll cover it through the presentation. So he has done studies on baboons and found out that every hormone, every brain cell, every chemical in our body rises and falls at certain time. Like I said, there is clock in your body for your brain, for your heart, for your heart completely keeps on working. But even then, you give rest to your heart when rest of the organs in your body are controlled. Yeah, or they give their rest. There is no much pressure on your heart. So like the stomach. Now your gut or your intestines, there is a phase where it's cleaned. The intestines are cleaned in your body. When you give rest to your intestine gets cleaned. Okay, so every hormone, every chemical in your body, or every enzyme in your body, gene rises and falls at certain time. So if we stay awake, what are we doing to it? We are disturbing the complete process. So I hope I'm getting the message across. If we stay awake, we're disturbing the complete process, or you're disturbing the rhythm of your body, or you're totally ruining the circadian clock of your body. By this, you're causing harm to your body. All right, so let's move to the next point. Flipping the light switch flips hormones and brain chemicals. So listen to it carefully. Flipping this light switch flips hormones and brain chemicals in your body. Okay, so how many of you have mobile phones? I know everyone has mobile phones. Until what time do you use your mobile phones? You can unmute and tell me. Genuinely.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, before sleeping and first thing in the morning.
So, okay, what time do you go to sleep approximately?
Sometimes 10, sometimes before, sometimes after.
Yeah.
10 is a good time.
Okay, so how many of you do use this what is it called? Blue light blue light sensors in your phone. Now there's this option of switching on to a different light, orange light in your phone. Has anyone used that?
I bought sunglasses, which is for Blu-ray, but I'm not using it.
Okay, but there's an option in your phone if you have taken a deeper look into it. Nowadays, the phones come with an option where you can switch from blue light sensing to orange light sensors. Okay, so now this is called as there is a protein in your body, in your eyes, in your retina, which is called as melanopsin. This is a blue light sensing protein. Okay, that meaning that when you're exposed to, when your eyes, that is your eyes are the doors wherein the light enters. So when light enters, that's when I told you again, control of light and darkness. So light enters through your eyes. So your eyes or your retina has something called as melanopsin, which is a blue light protein sensor. So now when the blue light protein sensor, that is when you're exposed to sunlight, total sunlight, that's a blue light. So when you're exposed to your phone, okay, that's blue light. But when you're exposed to like say ancestors, they used to use this lamps which were orange lit, which were dim lit in your houses. So this blue light or the sensors were not able to sense these lights. So what happened was your brain realized that it is a sleep mode. It's in a sleep mode. And that's when your brain set into that phase of sleeping. Okay, so you're giving rest to your brain by putting on this dim light. You understand me? I hope I'm getting the message across. So when you put a dim light before you go to sleep, like 2 hours before you go to sleep, you put this mode on or put your dark light, you reduce the bright light in your house. There is a sense that you're giving to your brain that it needs to sleep. So by then you're giving a, what do you call it? You're giving a readiness for your brain to go to sleep. So by this, the next clock starts working. You understand? So this is, so when you flip the lights on, flip the light switch, it normally switches the hormones. So in the middle of the night, if you just want to see what the new update Newstart Toastmasters have put, let me just check. Then what happens is the whole thing again goes upside down. You're messing up your whole clock. All right. So I think these 4 points are very good enough to start. So let's go with the agenda now. I have role players who are with me today. We have Toastmaster Prabhu, who is the word master of the day. We have Toastmaster Shaina, who is the R counter, who will be doing the R counter. We have Toastmaster Raj Lakshmi, who's doing the Grammarians Report. And then we have Toastmaster Siji, who is the timer. So we have these role players with me today. And I would like to call upon Toastmaster Prabhu, who will give us the word of the day. Toastmaster Prabhu, it's your time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Binu. A very good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here I am again to present the word of the day. So I'm going to present my screen. Let me know once you're able to see. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the word of the day for today is, just a minute, is pivot. So in noun form, it can be used as a verb as well. So the meaning, a shaft or pin on which something turns. A person, thing, or factor having a major or central role, function, or effect. A key player or position. Other forms, pivotal as an adjective, as I told before, pivot can be used as a verb as well. Let me explain the usage with some examples. Expo 2020 Dubai plays a pivotal role in shaping the global recovery agenda. Mother is often the pivot of family life. The security cameras can automatically pivot to monitor the entire hallway. Good mental health is pivotal for individual well-being. So with this, I would like to call for a round robin. So I would like to request, appreciate Toastmasters can try in some sentences. The word of the day, pivot. Yes, Toastmaster.
This one. I had a pivotal role in bringing the financial status of my family into stable.
Good. Good usage. Anyone else would like to give a try?
Everyone should try to be the pivot. Everyone should try to take up the pivotal role whenever any group activity is coming.
Good usage, Rajalakshmi.
Good evening, Suji.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. A mother is having a pivotal role in the family to shape up their kids.
Okay, good. Thank you, Saji. So I think with this, I will hand over to Toastmaster of the Day. I would encourage our Toastmasters to use the word of the day in their speeches and in their speeches today. Thank you. Over to you, Timothy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu. So please use the word in your speeches, in your table topics and things like that. So next we have project speeches. We have speaker one, which is Toastmaster Amita, who will be doing her icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Amita's evaluator is Toastmaster Ian. Toastmaster Ian, will you give your
the statement?
Yes, evaluation for.
All right. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My target speaker, Amita. The purpose of a statement is the purpose of the speech of this project is for the member to introduce him or herself to the club and learn the basic structures of a public speech. Time length is 4 to 6 minutes. Good luck, Toastmaster Amita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ian.
Toastmaster Amita, you'll be doing icebreaker speech, and the title of your speech is Spirit of Leo, right?
Yes.
Master Amita, Spirit of Leo, Toastmaster. Amita, your stage is yours.
Thank you, Tia Modi. Spirit of Leo. She understands life on earth is short, and she wants to suck every ounce of newness she gets on her hands. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. To join the spirit of Leo's cohort, I was born on the 14th of August, 1976, after giving nearly 11 hours of torturous labor pains to a very humble couple in a small town called Ojhar in Nasik district, Maharashtra. My mom tells me the story of how excited my dad was when he learned a daughter was born. I used to be a chubby, curly-haired baby. My dad considers me very lucky for him, and I play a pivotal role in the family. He considers me lucky for him because he got a promotion soon after I came into this world. He is now a retired scientist from the DRDO organization in India. I am very proud to mention that he is the recipient of Dr. Biren Roy Award in 2003. This is an award conferred on distinguished scientists in India. My mom is one of the most dedicated and loving homemaker. She is an excellent cook. I am blessed to have an elder brother and a younger brother who are happily settled now. I have done most of my schooling from Bangalore. I have always been a quiet and a shy person, but bold enough to be in the limelight during my college days. I have done my BSc and followed by B.Ed, that is a Bachelor of Education. I was chosen unanimously as the Deputy Secretary of the college. Now, this is something which is unbelievable and unimaginable by my children. They just can't imagine me holding a position other than being their mom and doing their daily chores. In spite of my reserved nature, I have made friends forever. Until this time of journey in my life. True to the spirit of Leo, I love to explore new avenues and thus despite having these degrees, I took a job of medical transcriptionist. Then, in the year 2000, I was made to cross the threshold and embrace a new family with a new surname. My in-laws, they are all very loving people with a strong religious background. So it was a new phase of life dawning on me, who was not so religious. Many virtues have got rubbed off on me with the close companionship with my parents-in-law. I had taken up a job of teaching a few years ago in Dubai, but then had more commitments at home and I had to let go of the job. There is this incident which made me very popular in school and is remembered by the then colleagues even now. Now imagine, nearly 300 students and 20 teachers had gone for a trip to the heritage village as part of the curriculum. By afternoon, all of us there were exhausted by the Dubai heat. Can you imagine the chaos in the age group of 8 to 10 years old, restless, 300 children to manage? It was difficult. So I took the lead. I stood up on a bench there and began clapping. Soon, the children around me followed and the wave continued. In few minutes, there was only clapping around. The teachers took over one by one and followed the idea. It remains as a wonderful memory. Over the period of so many years, I was getting into a shell by known just as a homemaker or a housewife. And that is when I pushed myself to explore more avenues. And I stumbled upon the Showstoppers Toastmasters Club. This club has given me immense satisfaction as I explore avenues to revive my latent skills of writing, speaking, and leadership qualities. I took forward took forward my story, and I look forward to the adventurous journey in the Toastmaster fraternity. I'm sure it will take care that I don't fall prey to the emptiness syndrome later in my life. So, eyes on the prize, feet on the ground, and heart on fire. This is what I can sum up myself in very few words. Over to you, TMOD.
Give a round of applause for Toastmaster Amita. Thank you, Amita. Now we have the second speaker. Second speaker is Toastmaster Anshuman. Toastmaster Anshuman will be doing his L1 P3 research and presentation. The title is The Metal of the Future. And the evaluator who is going to evaluate him is Toastmaster Raghu. Toastmaster Raghu, can you please read the evaluation statement?
You are on mute.
Please unmute.
You are on mute.
Purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. All the best, Toastmaster Anshuman. Go ahead. Stage is yours.
Toastmaster Anshuman, the metal of the future. Toastmaster Anshuman, stage is yours.
Alba in Bahrain, Aden in Saudi Arabia, Katalam in Qatar, Sohar in Oman. Does anyone have any idea what's common between these four companies I'm referring to? Anyone? Well, these are all state-of-the-art aluminium smelters in the Middle East. Or simply put, these are factories which extract aluminium from its ore. And topping the list of all these smelters is GCC's very own, in the GCC is UAE's very own Emirates Global Aluminium or EGA. with a massive production capacity of 2.5 million tons. As a proud employee of the production division of EGA, I guess you all understand my love towards this metal. It pays my bills. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Before you judge me on choosing on what you all think might be a pretty boring topic, I want you to look around the room you're seated, or think about the various things you use on a day-to-day basis, right from the zip of your bag to the window pane of your house, to the car that drives you to work, to the flight that takes you to the home country. Aluminium plays a pivotal role in our lives in so many ways that knowingly or unknowingly, that without it, many of the conveniences of today's world simply would not exist. While this metal has already touched our lives in so many ways, the ever-growing world population constantly demands improvement. Hence, the foreseeable future is increasingly turning out to be a story of energy efficient, durable, low maintenance, environmentally safe and sustainable structures and mechanisms that are flexible in their utilities and offer more for less. And if there's anything that perfectly fits into this performance with sustainability equation, it's aluminium, the green metal. You see, aluminium production is energy intensive. About 17,000 kilowatt hours of electricity are required to just produce 1 ton of aluminium. This means that it's a relatively high cost. Aluminium production requires 8 times more energy per kilogram than that of steel, because the production process of aluminium is more complicated and has a number of steps. That also explains why we have so many smelters in the GCC region, as power in this region is comparatively cheaper as compared to many other parts of the world. So you might be thinking, as the world is moving towards more sustainable solutions, how is the high cost of production of aluminium good for our future? Well, the answer to that is its superlative properties and infinite recyclability of the metal, coupled with the fact that bauxite or aluminium ore mining is sustainable, eco-friendly, and that makes this the green metal and undoubtedly the metal of the future for a sustainable world. So let's dig a little deeper as to how aluminium is transforming our lives in various sectors by virtue of these properties. Transportation. Aluminium is used in transportation because of its unbeatable strength to weight ratio. Let me put it in simple words. Its lighter weight means a lesser force is required to push the vehicle. That means leading to a greater fuel efficiency. Although aluminium is not the strongest metal, alloying it with other metals helps to increase its strength. While the auto industry still relies heavily on steel, the drive to increase fuel efficiency and reduce carbon dioxide emissions has led to a much wider use of aluminium. Experts predict that the average aluminium content in a car will increase by 60% by 2025. High-speed rail systems like the Shinkansen in Japan and the maglev in Shanghai also use aluminium. The metal allows designers to reduce the weight of trains, cutting down the friction resistance, hence the high speed. Aluminium is also known as the winged metal because of it being light, strong, and flexible. It is perfect for a modern day aircraft. Right from the fuselage to the cockpit instruments, majority are made of aluminium alloys. Even spacecraft such as space shuttles contain 50 to 90% aluminium alloys in their parts, as it is a lighter weight, hence can travel a longer distance. Another field where aluminium is creating waves is the construction industry. Buildings are made with aluminium are virtually maintenance-free due to aluminium's resistance to corrosion. Aluminium is thermally efficient, which keeps homes warm in winter and cool in summer. And the fact that aluminium has a pleasing finish and a curved cut and can be welded into any desired shape, it allows modern architects unlimited freedom to create buildings that would be impossible from wood, plastic, or steel. What better example than Dubai's pride Burj Khalifa, which has used aluminium equivalent to 5 A380 aircrafts for its external cladding. Consumer goods. Aluminium's appearance is the reason it is frequently used in consumer goods. Smartphones, tablets, laptops, flat screen TVs are being made with an increasing amount of aluminium. Its appearance makes modern tech gadgets look sleek and sophisticated while being light and durable. It is the perfect combination of mixing fashion with function, which is critical for consumer products. Aluminium is replacing plastic and steel components as it is stronger than plastic and lighter than steel. Apple uses predominantly aluminium parts in its iPhones and MacBooks. Of course, the foil in your kitchen is aluminium, as well as the pots, the frying pans are all made of aluminium because aluminium is a good conductor of heat, non-toxic, resistant to rust, and easy to clean. Aluminium cans have been used for packaging food and beverages since 1967, since when Coca-Cola and Pepsi started using them. And the most standout feature of aluminium is that aluminium is 100% recyclable, and it retains its properties indefinitely. The recycling of aluminium is unmatched. Only 5% of the energy which was required to use the virgin aluminium is required to recycle aluminium. Currently, approximately 60% of aluminium is recycled towards the end of its cycle, which will increase significantly in coming years. Well, to conclude, I hope I did not make this sound like a chemistry lecture. Well, you see, my mother is a chemistry teacher and I have absolutely no plans of following her footsteps. But working a year in the 10 years in the aluminium industry has now helped me immensely appreciate the versatility of the metal. Someone the other day told me that, isn't Iron Man the coolest superhero ever? Well, I said, yeah, maybe true, but I would prefer being Aluminium Man because Iron Man may beat up the bad guys, but Aluminium Man will spoil their plans. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. But let me reveal to you that we have earthen pots in my kitchen and less aluminum stuff. All right. Moving on to the circadian code again. Let me share my screen.
We'll have the timers report.
Sorry?
We'll have the timers report.
Yes, good evening all. Toastmaster Amida speak for 5 minutes 41 seconds and Toastmaster Anshuman 7 minutes 10 seconds. Both are qualified.
Thank you. We have the polls for the best speaker. So on your screen, you can submit.
Yeah, it's done. You may proceed.
Yes. Next circadian wisdom that I would like to share with you is timing makes healthy food junk. Let me ask you all if any of you have, midnight snacks. How many of you have midnight snacks? Nobody has? A bowl of cereal when you're hungry?
Sometimes.
Sorry?
Ice cream, sometimes ice cream.
Yes, a bowl of ice cream.
Yes, especially at 11, 12, that's a great time.
Okay. So there are people who take snacks at midnight, and there are people who take snacks every 2 hours, or they don't go for meal as such. They go for something every 2 hours. So even if you are eating, let me remind you again, even if you are eating healthy food every 2 hours, this becomes junk because timing makes healthy food junk. So this is the point I want to share. Imagine now that there is a highway and there's some repair going on the street. So if there is complete traffic on the street, would you be able to repair the highway, or would you be able to fix the road properly? You wouldn't be able to do it, right? So this is exactly what happens in your gut. So if you do not give rest to your gut, and there's continuously food flowing through it, what happens is this even if it is healthy food, compared to junk food, even if it is healthy food, this will have no effect on your gut, or it will not basically not lead to complete absorption of that particular. You will not have complete absorption of the nutrients of that particular food that you're eating. So you need to space your foods, or you need to give rest to your body, rest to your gut. Okay, so 7 to 10% of gut lining is repaired every night. This is what stats says. Okay, so it cannot be repaired unless you give rest to your gut or your intestines. So even if it is eaten at wrong time, now the food becomes junk. Next wisdom that I would like to share with you all is, we all are astronauts or shift workers. Let me introduce myself to you, to the guest and to the newcomers here. I am Toastmaster Binu, and I am a staff nurse. That is, I am a nurse who works in a hospital. I do bedside nursing to patients. So I have shift duties. That is, before I used to have morning shift, afternoon shift, and then night shift. Now we have only 2 shifts, which is morning and night. Meaning that in a week I will do 2 morning shifts, and then I have 1 break, that is a day off, and then I do 2 night shifts, and probably 2 days off or 1 day off, and then again I do a morning shift. So you can by now you understand like how my circadian rhythm or the circadian clock in my body is functioning. So what this Dr. Sachin Panda is saying, that not only the shift workers, like people who work shifts, or astronauts, or anybody who does shift works are involved, or have their body, or have their circadian code disrupts, or circadian rhythm disrupt in their body. But apart from that, all of you have your circadian rhythms disrupted. Okay, that is because our lifestyles are not what we need to follow, or we follow a very bad lifestyle. And this is because not only because of we are not forced into it, you naturally into this kind of lifestyle. Let me just compare the olden lifestyle that our ancestors used to live, and how we live now. So like they get up early in the morning, they're exposed to sunlight, they have complete physical, exertion by working throughout the day. And when it is end of the day, when the sun sets, they get into a rest mode, and then they get complete rest through the night when it is really dark. So their bodies are really recharged through the night. And in the morning, you are completely rejuvenated to again expend your energy throughout the day. But what about us? We, by say we go to sleep by 11 o'clock in the night, our lights are on, our TV is on, our medias are on. There's a lot of competition happening in the office. There's so much to do for children. So many things that we don't know what to handle. We are so much involved into it that we do not want to miss anything. And so our lifestyles are, disrupted because of that. And we need to cook food, we need to prepare for tomorrow, iron the clothes, get everything done, keep the socks ready in your shoes, everything. We are so perfect. We do not want to miss anything. So this lifestyle has really put us into a lot of stress, and we have no time to rest. So we have a total different lifestyle, and our mobile phones are always there to distract us and keep us awake through the night. So this is what I want to say through this point, that we all are astronauts or shift workers. So when we have, even though you think that you are lucky, you do not have shift works, but you should realize that your lifestyles have been pushing you into this state where you are in par with this shift workers or astronauts. All right, let me just stop with this. Let's continue with the agenda again. Let's We have Toastmaster Gerald with us, who will be doing the table topics now. Time for table topics. Toastmaster Gerald.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, after a long time, of course. And I could see Anshuman's face and not anyone else. Okay, good evening, Anshuman. All right, so table topics for some of our guests who do not know what a table topic is. So this is one of the exciting sessions of our meeting today. And so in table topics, what we do is like we let the members think on their feet and answer some of the unrehearsed questions. So this is a speech where we help to improve the impromptu communication skills. So what basically happens here is a topic is given and you just have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute, which is when the green light or the green card goes on. And then followed by that at 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow or the amber goes on. And then you cannot speak more than 2 minutes, and which is when the red goes on. Okay. So anyone can participate. It's not just the members, guests can participate as well. So 1, 1:30 and 2 minutes. All right. Are we all ready? Just give a thumbs up. All right. So any volunteers first, or I'm going to choose? Okay. Toastmaster Iman, does that mean you want to go first?
Yes, I'm ready.
Awesome. Toastmaster Iman is always proactive. All right. Your first question. Sleep, nutrition, exercise. Which is important to you? Choose anyone. Sleep, nutrition, exercise. Which is important to you? Choose anyone.
Very easy. I can choose sleep. Sleep is the most important, vital thing that you can do in your life. Exercise is optional. Eating healthy food is optional, but you cannot deprive yourself from sleep. In addition to sleep is something that you can have deeper sleep. And how can you enhance your sleep? It's something you can always work on. For example, is having a deep exercise for deep sleep before you deep breathing, basically, so that can help you also have a deep sleep. Also, you can do meditation. This will help you having deeper sleep. Also, you can work out your diet, like what you can eat before you sleep, so that you can have also a deeper sleep. There is also some courses that I like to do also, that you can work on your dreams when you sleep. You can also visualize exactly what you want to manifest in your life in your sleep. So sleeping is actually a whole world that you can create. People think, okay, you sleep, you can have a nightmare, or you can have whatever disturbed sleep. But actually, when you sleep very well, you are able to generate your energy. And exactly what our team Modi was saying about a lot of vitamins, insulins, a lot of things like doctor can tell you about the importance of your sleep. I've run an initiative called the 5 a.m. Arabic Club community, and one of the vital things it's required that you sleep, you organize your schedule to sleep early and then wake up at 5 a.m. And if you do that for a while, you can see a lot of transformation in your life. We did it almost 1 year, waking up and doing exercise for 20 minutes and meditate. And we set our goals and achieve a lot of things in our life. So it's very important, again, to sum it up, that to have a very good sleep. And from that, you can fix all the other elements that Gerald mentioned about your exercise, about your health. If you are able to sleep very well, you can create more energy to do your activity, your work, you balance your whole wheel of life. And that's my message to all of you. So who is ready to have a very good night's sleep today? Over to you, Gerald.
Thank you. All right. So let me call Toastmaster Biju next. Toastmaster Biju.
Yes, Toastmaster Gerald.
All right. The question for you is, have you come across sleep talking? Either you or someone else. That's what it means. Have you come across sleep talking? Share your experience.
Can you repeat the question again? How you come?
Sleep talking. Talking while sleeping. Have you come across sleep talking? Share your experience.
Good evening, all of you. Sleep talking, yes. It's a good subject and it's very apt for me. So I will share my experience. First of all, I am staying alone. So whenever I am sleeping, definitely a lot of sleep talking is going on. Whenever my colleagues are coming, so they will ask tomorrow morning, you were discussing something with Aishwarya Rai, what was that? So all these things is happening. I don't know. So, but I will tell you one. This not it's happened really, because one day I went to a workshop because my car's brake was not okay. So I visit this industrial area 3-1 workshop. So one small around 17-18 years aged guy, he came and he was asking me, sir, what happened? So I told him, sir, see, my car's brake is not okay. So can you make it now? I want to go immediately. So he came and he was checking my brake pedal, and after some time he told me, my see, I am very new here, so I don't know how to make this brake okay. So I can do one thing. I can fill some air in your 4 wheels. Okay, see, this was in my mind, and I was keep on repeating when I was sleeping. So one of my friend came here, and he was telling me, oh, why you are discussing something about the brake. Your brake is not correct, and filling air and all. So definitely, as a human being, everybody will see the dreams, and everybody will discussing something. But someone will talk in very high volume. Someone will talk in very secret one. But anyway, as a human being, everybody is having this kind of practice. Back to Jerome.
Thank you, Toastmaster Biju. Toastmaster Yan. So the question for you is, rather the topic for you is, share the scariest dream you've ever had. Share the scariest dream you've ever had. Your mic is mute.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm going to share with you, I'm going to reveal to you my scariest dream I've ever had. And this was a big, really nightmare for me. So the dream all started off this way. I was going off to sleep, and before I could go off to sleep, you look at your WhatsApp messages, and like Toastmaster, the team mode said not to look at your messages at night, but I did look at my message at night. And the dream that I got that night was just that, Ian Fernandez, you have won the 1 million Dubai duty-free lottery. And I took that, and I was in my dreams thinking about that. And then at about 3 a.m. in the morning, I woke up my wife. I said, get up, we won the $1 million lottery. She said, what, are you going crazy? I said, no, we won it. And she says, are you going crazy? I says, no, I am not. We won $1 million from Dubai duty free. Let's go and grab it. Let's go and get it. And before I could even say anything, she gave me one tight slap on my face. Moment I got the slap, I just woke up and I said, geez, what the hell happened to me? Where am I? And then I realized, oh my God, that was such a nightmare that till today, that slap is still on my right cheek, and I still feel every inch of it. Each time a winner comes in Dubai Duty Free, it reminds me of this right cheek of mine, the slap that I got, and I'll never ever forget over that. Over to you, Toastmaster Gerard.
Awesome. Thank you, Toastmaster Ian. Toastmaster Suja Sumesh, would you like to take a topic? Toastmaster Suja Sumesh. Toastmaster Suja, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So all the topics over here are very easy. Okay, so I'm sure each one of you can answer. Exercising late at night is good or bad? Share your opinion. Exercising late at night is good or bad? Share your opinion.
I think it is not that much good. If you exercise too much, then I think it's not that much, not good. It may create snoring, I think. So it may disturb to others, not for me or us, may disturb to others, I think. So too much exercise is not that much good at night.
Think about few other reasons and speak for a few more seconds, at least for a minute. Do you do your exercise at night? Have you ever performed any kind of exercise late in the evening?
Yeah, evening. Yeah, evening I'm doing exercise, but not in late night. Especially after food, it's not that much good actually. Immediate. I think so.
And is there anyone at home who performs an exercise like this, or everyone is into a proper routine of exercising early in the morning or evening?
Actually, this late night exercise, my dad is used to do this late night exercise sometimes. And then his snoring is very, and it's very, very, very difficult. So he only himself used to tell like the snoring is late night exercise is not that much good, but he used to do the same thing only. So I'm not and not suggest late exercise is good actually.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guest Suja Sumesh. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm the guest. The first time
okay.
I'm
Great attempt. I appreciate you for that.
I'm not familiar all these sections actually.
All
so
right.
I don't know how to.
Can we go for one more topic? EMOD?
For me?
No. No.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone willing to participate? Guest?
There is in the chat Ashwak, Adiba.
Adiba? Guest Adiba, can you just unmute yourself? So let me give you another easy topic for you. Toastmaster Adiba, are you there? Yes.
Yes, I have some people with me. I can't phone today.
Come again?
Sorry, I have people with me. I can't phone today.
Oh, you cannot?
Yes.
All right, fine. We'll find someone else.
Okay, thank you.
I think time is up, Toastmaster Gerald. Time is over now.
All right. Okay, fine. Fine. Thank you so much, friends. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Can I read the timer report?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Toastmaster Iman, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Toastmaster Biju, 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Toastmaster Sudha, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Ian, 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Siji, for that. And thank you, Toastmaster Gerald, for giving us a variety of topics on for table topics. And thank you, all of you, for participating. All right, now it's time for evaluations. We have 2 speeches being evaluated today. First, we have Evaluator Toastmaster Ian. Toastmaster Ian has evaluated Toastmaster Amita.
Doesn't that need to be transferred to Iman as the second part?
No, we have a change in the agenda now. So first we'll have the evaluation done, and then the general evaluator will finally.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, Toastmaster Ian, are you ready?
Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Stage is yours.
Okay, thanks. A very warm good evening to fellow Toastmasters and guests, and a very warm hello to Miss Amita, my target speaker. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Congratulations on taking your first big step on your second part and for delivering a pivotal speech. The moment you started, Amita, the moment you started speaking, I knew you were a seasoned speaker, or rather you were doing your second part because of your sheer confidence and comfort level. That's what you actually just showed out to us, which is beautiful. Your speech was enjoyable. I liked especially how you began with explaining to us who Amita is. Who Amita, being that chubby with colored hair, quiet and shy, but became quite bold once you went into college. Having studied your BSc, then you finished your B.Ed in education. So there was a lot of stuff that you gave us to us. And you used a lot of humor as well, which was nice, because using self-humor right at the start is a very, very powerful technique to ease the audience into listening to you and staying with you throughout the speech. So well done on that part of yours. And like all speeches always have some scope of improvement. And I have a few points that I feel might complement your strengths and make your speech better. So try using the dramatic device of pause. This would have generated a greater impact because you just went on rattling to some parts. So I thought maybe if you just use your pause sometimes, it would have given you, people would be able to digest what you're trying to say as well. And then the second, I would say the purpose of an icebreaker is to introduce yourself to the audience, which you did. But instead of just dropping snippets of your life and whetting our appetite, what you could have done is share those stories. You did share one story, which was about the heritage village. Maybe you could have put more drama into that. Maybe you could have made it more like, interesting for people to understand as to what it was. Or maybe you could have said, my mom's an excellent cook. What was her favorite dish? Or my dad was retired. You did mention about him winning an award. But maybe a little bit more stuff you could have put onto that. In terms of clarity, in terms of your eye contact, you had everything because, like I said, you are a seasoned speaker. You understand the rules of the game, which is a fantastic thing, and your comfort level was good enough. So, over and all, I would say, out and out congratulations on a job well done. Just ensure that you weave in narratives, weave in those stories. Use that pause whenever you get an option. And I'm sure you will be sorted out into all your future speeches that you're going to take because you are a good speaker and you speak absolutely well. And I'm sure if you keep on being in touch with your mentor, you're going to do all the best, all the more better. So all the best and looking forward to more speeches from you. Over to you, Timothy Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ian. Let's give a round of applause for him. Next, we have Toastmaster Raghu, who has evaluated Toastmaster Anshuman on L1P3. Toastmaster Raghu, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Stage is yours.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, my high empathy with Toastmaster Anshuman. When I got married, first thing, one day, my wife gave a punch on my right shoulder and she felt, she said. Then she said, I have 2 marks. She put her nail and scratched and gone. I think you should have taken some tips from you, which you did not do. See the empathy I have to show you. That is there always. When Anshuman is there, my humorous empathy is always there. Don't worry. Let us move on to the speech evaluation. First of all, let me congratulate my target speaker, Toastmaster Anshuman, for having completed Pathways, Team Collaboration, Level 1 P3, Researching and Presentation, titled with the topic, The Metal of the Future. First of all, you said about 4 companies and asked what is it about, famous for. Thereby you created and connected the audience, and then you explained about those are famous for aluminium in the Middle East. Thereafter, you spoke about the pivotal role aluminium takes place in the major products. And in fact, I was anticipating that maybe you will be going to speak about the gold, because Keralites are fond of golds. However, you have taken aluminium. It's a surprise for me. And you spoke about the usage of aluminium in energy. Processing cost of aluminium is higher in when compared to steel. And you spoke about the green metal, which comes from bauxite. Weight is less, good for transportation, fuel efficiency if used in vehicles. And it is in use in aircraft, and 50 to 9% the usage in space shuttle, used in Burj Khalifa, iPhone, and lot of products. It is being used. Thereby, the weight of the product would become very simpler or very less. And you spoke so sweetly, like a chemistry lecturer, and we were ardently listening everything very well. Very well delivered and very well researched topic. And before aluminium, for your information, bronze and copper was in use. And later, because of the poverty line, when earlier people were quite rich, then it became poverty line. Then people started using aluminium. All those factors which I know. Everywhere I was seeing this when I was a child. Okay, and since this is a researching and presenting topics, if you would have brought the research items like aluminium producing countries, which country produces highest aluminium, what amount they produce, and what is the export revenue, what is the import revenue, and what is the total revenue which generates for a country like India and your own country or your own state. So many things would have given a good insight for the audience. That part somewhere you should have added. It would have become a very valuable researching this. That part totally you ignored, but the rest all talks subjects you spoke. But research, revenue and exporting, all these factors plays a major role in this one. Particularly in India, I think Karnataka plays a pivotal role in production of bauxite, I feel. Okay, and overall, you brought good information from research and very fluent, confident, and very well delivered speech. Over to you, Chair Modi of the day, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghuram. Let's give him a big round of applause. Now it's time for timer's report. Siji, are you ready with the timer's report?
Yes, I'm ready. Toastmaster Ian speak for 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Toastmaster Regu spoke for 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Okay, both are qualified. So can we have the vote for the best evaluation?
I shall launch the poll for both table topics and evaluation. So
yes.
Please.
Yeah, thank you. Meanwhile, can we have the Grammarians Report? Toastmaster Rajlakshmi?
Yes.
Are you ready with the Grammarians Report?
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Benu. As grammarian, my role is to note down the good usage of English as well as where the grammar and other areas of improvement to be considered. So as part of the grammarian report, I have noted down a few points. The first thing, the main highlight of today's meeting, the circadian rhythm. The word itself is very new for many of us. Circadian. Transform your health morning to night. Then Toastmaster Binu has used so many scientific words like or hormone names like melatonin, cortisol, melanosin, which is the blue light protein sensor. These all are something new for many of us. Then some good usage or phrases like brain has a clock, all organs, it's a fact basically. Brain has clock, all our body organs have clocks. Eyes are the doors where light enters. It's again a fact. Then next is the cross the threshold and embrace new life. Some sort of motivational, but it's good usage of English. Many virtues have crossed and rubbed on me. Push myself into the avenue of opportunities. I'm sure I don't fall prey into the empty Down syndrome in my old age. That is truly captivating, Toastmaster Amida, because the purpose of Toastmaster, it is throughout our life. So at the end, how Toastmastering is going to help us at the end. That is the result here. I don't fall into
It is empty nest syndrome.
empty nest syndrome. Thank you for correcting that. Yeah, empty nest syndrome. I don't fall prey into the empty nest syndrome at the old age. Then some good comparison like superlative property, wind metal, good conductor of heat, iron man, not Iron Man, but an aluminium man. Another usage, timing makes healthy food junk. Another fact pointed out, sheer confidence, seasoned Toastmasters. Those were the good usage we have witnessed in today's meeting. And some suggestions, instead of one of the best homemaker, when we use one of, it is like we are picking up from a group. So it is one of the best homemakers. Next is all these things is happening. All these plural. So all these things are happening. I was keep on repeating. I kept on repeating. That's the correct usage. My dad is used to. It's like my dad used to. That would be enough. Then timing 2 minutes instead of 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So those are the some suggestions which I noted down. Overall, this is my grammarian report for the day. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Binu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajlakshmi. Good round of applause for her. You have really, been into it and have really brought out so many good usages. Thank you for that. All right, now it's time for the R counter. I think Toastmaster Shaina is here.
Actually, Toastmaster Shaina is still at the office only, so she just messaged, and I have noted down this R counter also. To read out the R counter, in the beginning, Toastmaster Prabhu played 2 roles, so overall he has used R's 4 times. Toastmaster Binu, since she has been throughout the session, I could find out nearly 7 R's, then goes into repeated 2-3 times, like repeated 2 times, and but repeated 4 times. Toastmaster Amita used ask 3 times and sorry 1 time. Anshuman, I was not able to pick up anything during his speech. Toastmaster Biju used ask 5 times and 3 times. Toastmaster Ian, I didn't get anything basically. Toastmaster Raghu used you know 2 times. This is about our counter report. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Binu.
Thank you, Raj Lakshmi. A real good applause to you because you have taken up 2 roles, and thank you so much for accommodating even Toastmaster Shaina's role. All right, now we have the general evaluator with us. We have Toastmaster Iman Al Suwaidi. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Iman, for being for taking up this invite from us to be the general evaluator to evaluate our meeting today. Let me introduce Toastmaster Iman before I could give the stage to her. Toastmaster Iman is an influential leadership coach and trainer. She's been training at Al Noor Coaching. She's a CEO of it and owner of it. Since 2014, she's a member of Toastmasters, and she's part of or sponsors UAE Ladies Toastmasters Club and Evaluators Club, that is UAE Girls Club, I think that is. And in 2017 in DTAC in Bahrain, she was the only lady, Arabic lady, for table topics and evaluation representing District 105. And her pathway and leadership is development and humorous pathway, right? Yes. Toastmaster Iman, thank you so much for this invite. Stage is yours.
Thank you for the amazing meeting. I'd like to say it was very engaging and we were able to learn a lot. So it was very enriching. And I think I missed the word master count or something. Or is it after the general evaluation?
No, actually, there is no separate role player for counting the word of the day. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's the only comment I have, because this meeting was amazing. Actually, I'm noting some of the best practice that you are doing. This is the first meeting I go and I see there is a minutes of meeting of a previous meeting. That's something I didn't see before. But I don't know how you are managing that with the time of the club meeting, if this is something you do regularly or this is the first time. But when I saw that, I was thinking maybe this is a minutes of meeting for the XCOM meeting or something like that. So that maybe that's a decision for the XCOM to see if that's something you really enjoy doing, like catching up about the last meeting. And that's a very vital role for the secretary, because this is the first time I see the secretary very active in doing that role. And I enjoyed that very much, but I'm thinking let's see, maybe at the XCOM think about it. Is that something we take maybe from the club meeting, or maybe the energy of the club when you start? Because usually there is the speakers, the president address, the sergeant at arm initially, and then immediately with the word master, grammarian, and that's for me, it's a new. I noticed also before I come to the meeting that it's already there, it's already in the poster. I was even welcomed before I come. That's also a good gesture from the club. I was even asked, would you like to have it like an evaluation session you can run, or you would like to be at the end? So I said, I like it the traditional way, let me speak at the end. So that's something I liked. Also, the TMOD did a lot of effort, I believe, in terms of providing knowledge and wisdom for us. I didn't know what the topic means. It was there in social media. My friends are coming, some of them in and out, but I didn't know what it means. But now I'm learning a lot of things from you. Also, the speakers, they were able to come with the new topics. Basically, I can see the energy, Amita, how she spoke. Also the aluminum guy, also he was a wonderful bringing humor. I think there is a lot of humor in this club, which is very well. Also, one note, I noticed that you have maybe 10 members of the club, but each one is very active. Like you have a superstars basically. So you are doing your role very good, actively engaging and very strong. However, this is a strong point. However, what you need is to look into guests that will, like, you know, share your expertise in terms of mentoring someone else also, and invite more guests into the club. I think that's if something I would like to recommend. Then you have, you know, more numbers of members, more people can be engaged in your club. There is something I missed, is like, I would like to see the timer. It's beautiful that there is, you know, the timing colors and it's very clear. But where is the timer? I didn't see her. Hello, are you here? Okay, maybe she's a shy timer. Okay, here we go. Now we see a timer.
Yeah.
So I would like to meet the timer, you know, and at the beginning of the meeting, usually the timer come there, and she have also authority. I noticed at the beginning also when the TMOD was like extended the time, you know, sometimes the timer can stand and you know, just say this is the timing of the meeting, and you know, timer is a big authority. After the TMOD, actually they play a game together. So the timer and the TMOD is like playing that game, you know. So they run the sheep, not the sheep, the Titanic basically, not the sheep. Not the goat, not the sheep, not the animal, the sheep. Okay. Okay, I'm glad the grammarian is not catching. Okay. So yeah. What else? I think the evaluator, you have, mashallah, very strong evaluator. I enjoyed, and I would like to be evaluated sometimes by them, by Ian, by Raguram, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they put a lot of due diligence basically in their evaluation. That's, you're very lucky to have them. And in terms of when you put your evaluation, you just listen to everything and make sure, like, even your feedback is very specific to the speech. It's not like, oh, body language, like, you know, it's not a checklist that everybody's. I noticed, like, when so many evaluations, so many clubs, it's just a checklist people are doing, or voice modulation. No, this is very specific, tailor-made to that speech. So it's very value added, I believe, in terms of even the recommendation he said about, for example, Graham, about the research on the profitability, and some of the recommendation he put specifically for Amita, her style and what exactly she need to add in the story. So it was not just somebody who doesn't care about your speech or just performing, and it was somebody who really cared about what you said and add value into that. So that's very, very important. I think also other evaluators in the Toastmaster fraternity need to see those examples. So like, I would love to invite you to our club. I'm just saying, everyone, but specifically, we need strong evaluators around in Toastmaster, not just somebody who would just bluff things and make, oh, you're an amazing speaker, but there's no feedback. So that's very important. What else? What did I miss? Yes, we have a beautiful grammarian. You did amazing, Raja Lakshmi, and you did also catching up for the counter. I'm glad the counter is not counting my hours because I have a lot. And yeah, I think all of it is beautiful. This whole meeting is full of people who are dedicated and very competent and strong. And my only feedback is just invite more and set example for other clubs. And yeah, it's very rich meeting in terms of knowledge and wisdom. And yeah, Gerald as well, and table topic. I know Gerald from before from other club, and he's mashallah also a doctor, and he have a lot of knowledge. And also the TMOD as well, she gave us a lot of knowledge. So that table topic session was, I think, interactive. I was wishing more if the guests could participate, but that was not possible for today. Inshallah, next time you have more guests and more engagement with the community. Wish you all the best, and I really enjoy. And looking forward for you also joining us in UAE Ladies Club. Thank you.
Yeah, Iman, one more thing.
Yes.
You know, once you snatched that humorous speech title from me, from Pioneer Speech Viewers Club. Do you remember?
No, I don't snatch anything from anyone. People snatch stuff from me. But I don't snatch. I'm a person with high integrity.
We started the same area. This Newstart also started the same venue. Earlier, you are the member of Pioneer Speech. Do you remember?
Huh?
You don't remember?
No.
Pioneer speech.
I don't remember I snatched anything. So you can, it's your story. What do you mean?
It is the we are our venue was same NMC, same area.
Okay.
You are the member of that pioneer speech.
Yes.
Same area we started. This
Yes.
club also. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what happened?
No. I just want to tell you that you can also, now we are going to have venue meetings. So you can also come there.
Yes, but I did not snatch anything. Right? See, so shame on you, Allah. I snatched something. Shame on you. Okay, fine. So yes, welcome to yeah, join us. And we are doing physical meetings as well. Now we are doing hybrid meeting in Youth Hub in Dubai. So yeah, the Emirates Tower. So join us, and for sure, and share with me your invite. I can share. I shared it already with the community, yani, this meeting. So I think some people were coming in, and I'm not sure, maybe some, because of the language barrier, they are leaving. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ian, for giving that genuine evaluation for our club and for our meeting and how we started on and each and everything. Sorry, Toastmaster Raghu offended you? Did he?
That?
No. Anyway, that's just on a light note. All right.
I think he's trying to be humorous, but it's backfired into him.
Anyway, Toastmaster Iman, you have really influenced many of us here, and you have really played, and I can see that you have really played a pivotal role in being at the front for Ladies Club, and that's a real honor to all the ladies here. We wish to be there in physical meeting to join your club one day.
Definitely do. If you don't come, I will not be happy.
Thank you so much. All right, we're coming to the end of the meeting, and let me give you three more wisdom, circadian wisdom, so that you have something to take home. All right, so let me just share my screen. So we have seen 6 circadian wisdom that I've given to you all, rendered to you all. Now let's see the 7th one. Living with broken circadian rhythm leads to chronic diseases. By now you must have understood that if you disrupt your circadian rhythm, or if you somehow try to spoil the circadian rhythm of your body, you will end up with chronic diseases. Chronic diseases, can you name few diseases? Chronic diseases or diseases that you all know. Please open your mic. Let's make it interactive. Diseases that that's okay. Say that diseases that are very high in UAE. We live with. Sorry.
Diabetes. Vitamin D deficiency.
Exactly, vitamin D deficiency. Anybody else want to say your favorite disease?
High blood pressure.
Yes, so many diseases like high blood pressure, high blood
thyroid.
Thyroid deranges in thyroid function.
Cholesterol.
Yes, you have leaky gut syndrome. Okay, there's something which is very bad, which leads to so many other problems with your colon cancers, all types of cancers, increased cholesterol in your body. Why do we have to say all that when we lead even mental illness like depression, anxiety? All these are results of breaking of your rhythm in your body. So if you do not give respect to your body doesn't. Keep your body first, and then your body responds to it. Like the famous doctor who said, food is your. Let me just remember it. What is that? you need to take the right food into your body, like not medicines into your body, right? So food, like food be your medicine and let not medicine be your food, right? So this was by Hippocrates. Yes, this was by Hippocrates. Thank you, Toastmaster Gerald, for that. All right, so this is what living with broken circadian rhythm leads to chronic diseases. Now, the next one, sorry. Next one is time restricted eating. I know many of you in this club have been following this intermittent fasting. So I want to hear from you, what is intermittent fasting and how it has helped you out? Our club is a salubrious club and we've been promoting health. And I know what you mean by time restricted eating. Now let's discuss what is intermittent fasting. Raj Lakshmi, why don't you go for it?
Yeah, it is like we set a time like every 12 hours. So we have our first food now, and after 12 hours, we'll be having the next food. So it will continue for a certain days. Is
Okay.
that?
Correct. So this is what is called as time restricted eating. Now, statistics have proved that if you eat your food in less time, meaning like if you eat your breakfast at say at 8 o'clock, within 8 hours, if you complete your food and the remaining 16 hours you give rest to your body, then this has a total positive effect on your health. Okay, so this is called as intermittent fasting. You can drink water at that time, but then you give this time restricted eating for your body so that your body has time to rejuvenate itself. All right. So you give the rest to your gut. By then, like I said earlier, it can rejuvenate, it can repair itself. Okay. Next, we have ideal circadian day. So this is the last thing that I want to say that you can take home. So we have learned how it's been disrupted, how your clock has been disrupted, and thereby your health is disrupted. So now, what is an ideal circadian day? That is, you have to stay in bed for 8 hours. Okay, ideally 8 hours. I know it's very difficult, but this is an ideal circadian day. Stay in bed for 8 hours. When you get up, give at least 1 hour gap so that your melatonin in your body, it reduces, and then your cortisol hormone takes up the peak. Okay, so give at least 1 hour and then you can have your breakfast. Okay, then and then you have other things followed, your physical activities and everything done. All right. And towards the end of the day, what you should do, like around 6 o'clock is the last meal you should be having, or earlier it's like 5:30 is quite better. So have your last meal, and then you should be preparing to rest. So put off all the lights in your, put a dim light in your rooms, okay, and keep your phones away and all this stuff. So this way you can increase your sense of energy and you can rejuvenate yourself for the next day. Okay, so there's you should give at least 30 minutes of break, okay, before the daylight ends, so you have enough time to prepare yourself. So this is what I'd like to say. So circadian rhythms, let me just summarize it. Circadian rhythms are the ultimate signs of health, or these are the biomarkers. And circadian rhythms are controlled by your circadian clocks, and this controls the foundations like your sleep, the temperature of your body, the nutrition or the metabolism, your physical activity. And every hormone, every cell in your body has a clock, thereby there is a rise and fall at certain time. And if you flip the lights on or switch on the lights on, that really disrupts your clock. Okay, so you need to eat your food at healthy time, healthy food at the right time. If you eat healthy food at junk time, it's again junk. Okay, healthy food at the wrong time, it's again junk. Okay, and then we should realize that we are also in par with the shift workers. So when we have an opportunity, like I do not have that much, you guys are really blessed to have jobs wherein you do not have to work at nights. So why don't you make use of it? Okay, and really give your body that rest that it needs. All right, be an example to your family, to your people around, and promote health. All right, living with broken circadian rhythm leads to chronic diseases. I know that it increases the risk. It doesn't lead, actually, it increases the risk. Okay, so circadian rhythm breaks, it increases your risk. Okay, then you need, if you can follow intermittent fasting, it's the very best thing that you can give to your body. It has proved that it has been giving positive, it has been proved through many researchers also, that it has been giving so many positive results. It can reduce obesity, it can reduce your blood pressure. People who are with that is hypertension have seemed to be having, you know, normal blood pressures and so many other things. So it has proved to be very healthy. So that is what is called as circadian code. I think I was able to decode a bit of what circadian code means. All right. So thank you so much, Toastmasters, Newstart Toastmasters Club, for listening to me. And it was wonderful to be here. So President, let me hand over the stage to you, Raj Lakshmi, Toastmaster Live.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Binu, being the pivotal role player of today's meeting. You have really done a wonderful job, and you have actually, it was like more of an education session, because the theme and most of the terms, everything, it was like new for us. And thank you so much. And I have one request: if you can put that 9 circadian codes, a screenshot of that to our group, so we can go through, and at least we can Google more and more and try to implement the same. Thank you so much for bringing up a new theme and doing this role extremely good way. Thank you. And we had our general evaluator, Toastmaster Iman. I think she has already left, and still, I'm thanking on behalf of Newstart Toastmasters and personally for accepting the invitation. Today, for today's meeting, we have our winners ready. Our best speaker, Toastmaster Anshuman. Congratulations, Toastmaster Anshuman. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Ian. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ian. And best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Iman. Congratulations. Thank you. And thus we come to the end of the session. I once again thank all the role players and our guests also for attending our meeting and taking up the roles and making it a very entertaining and knowledgeable session. So finally, I declare this meeting as closed. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Live, you can stop.